Hello, my dear friends, and welcome. It is my annual MRI day, and I'm nervous. I have claustrophobia, and it's okay. I've been getting these every year since diagnosis, and it is hard every year, and it's okay to be nervous if you have claustrophobia. It does get a little easier as the years go by. I have tips and techniques that I use every year. I'm a little bit more nervous this year and in years past because I had a minor car accident this past weekend and my back is a little sore. So I'm worried about being able to lay there for the 40 to 50 minutes that I will be in the machine. I am having my head and neck done today. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I have a plan. I have a muscle relaxer and Valium. Also a little nervous because the Valium prescription was called in different than it was in years past. Usually they give me 2 10-milligram tablets. This year they gave me 2 5-milligram tablets. So I'm hoping it works. We shall see. I take one when I get to the hospital, and then I take another one just before I go into the machine. Takes the edge off the nerves. There is no shame in asking for medication to help make it through. I also will meditate, and I will ask for music. They have headphones that I can wear, and I will close my eyes and keep them closed. And I will do all kinds of meditative breathing. And I will envision beautiful places like beaches and mountains and places not confined like the inside of the machine. Hopefully it will all go well. I have to keep reminding myself I've made it through 100% of my MRIs so far, and I will probably make it through this one as well. I will update you when we get to the hospital. We're almost to the hospital, so I'm going to take my Baclofen and my Valium. So this is a complication. We're pulling up to the hospital, and the parking garage seems to be under construction or destruction. I might be late. Okay, I am in the hospital. My husband's trying to find parking. I'm still late, but I will make it there. Heading towards the elevators. Need to find a ladies' room because, you know, when you get nervous, you have to pee. All right, here I am in the office. I've just taken my second Valium, and I'll be going into the machine soon. I'll see you on the other side. Well, I've made it. I'm on the other side. I have successfully made it through yet another MRI. My record stands. I have made it through 100% of my MRIs. It wasn't pleasant, but I did it. The muscle relaxer did help. The Valium seemed to be okay. I was able to shift my position in between the brain and the cervical spine, so that was nice. There were 3 times where I started to feel panicky, but I was able to rein it back in and focus on my breathing and focus on the words to the songs. The songs that I requested today were by Adele, so made it to the other side. And I have a copy of my discs. Make sure you get copies of your discs so you can have copies at home. They're always fun to look at, and I will show those to you in a little bit. So what did I do when I got in there? First thing I did was stand before that machine in the Superwoman pose to up my courage to get inside. And the technicians were awesome. They did not faze in the slightest when I said I needed to do the Superwoman pose. They allowed me that indulgence. And I climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes, and they put the cage over my face, and they gave me the emergency button to hold on to, and they asked if I was cold, and I was, so they put a nice warm blanket on me, and then they moved me into the machine. And even with eyes closed, you can tell when you go inside, the light changes. Then I was off. The sounds started, the music started, and I tried to focus on the words of the music and counting the numbers of the songs. They told me it would be 40 to 50 minutes that I would be in the machine, so I was counting the songs and averaging 2 minutes per song, and also focused on my breathing and tried to keep it nice and even. Also went to the beach in my head and was hiking in my head on my favorite places to hike, so I wasn't in enclosed spaces in my head, and all of these things helped. The hard part for me when I'm in the machine is when the noise gets really loud and sometimes the machine shakes. That's really unnerving for me, and that's when I start to feel that panic coming. Tell me about your moments when you're in the machine. What are the moments that make you panic? What happens in there? Leave me a comment below. But I made it through. I did it, and I'm proud of myself. I'm feeling a little bit loopy right now because of the Valium and the muscle relaxers. And that's not such a bad thing. I'm going to go home and maybe lay down for a little while because I did get up really early this morning because of nerves. So pretty soon we will look at the results. I will show you some images of my brain. Hello. It's been a couple of days since my MRI, and I wanted to wait to share the results with you. Let's take a quick look at the images. You want to see my brain and my spine, don't you? I will show you some of the images of my beautiful brain and spine and a couple of my lesions. So here are some MRI images of my brain. Here's a side view, and here is a top view. And these are T1 images. There's two types of images. T1 is where the liquid looks dark, and T2 is where the liquid looks light or white. If you'd like to see more about MRI results and understand the lingo associated with them, you can click the link above or in the description below. So you can see here are my teeth, and my nose is coming into view here. We're going from the chin up. Pretty soon you're going to see my eyes start to come. There they are. I think looking at images of our brain is fascinating. We're heading towards the top of the head. Okay, I'm going to stop here. See this? This is a black hole. Yes, I have brain damage. It's commonly called a T1 hypointensive lesion. This means that I have axonal loss. I have tissue destruction, but it's okay. I have lots of reserve. We all do, and our brains are amazing at finding new pathways and getting stuff done. It's called neuroplasticity. And these images are T2 images of my spine. The one on the left here is from the back, and this one is from the side. And again, we're going to focus on this one. You can see we're coming into the spine. All right, I'm going to pause here. So this brightness, this is a T2 image, so liquid turns bright. This is the spinal fluid around my spine, and this thin light color in the middle of my spine is my spinal lesion. This is the one that I think is responsible for most of my symptoms on the left-hand side. Every year, there's anxiety in nerves about getting the MRI, and there's also anxiety in nerves about getting the results. Having MS means living with the unknown and the possibility of progression. This is the motivation behind my whole food plant-based diet, exercising, getting good sleep, practicing mindfulness, and taking my medication. I'm highly motivated to stay as healthy as possible. Both of the lesions that I showed you are old news. They're old lesions. The message that I just received from my doctor says, your recent MRI of the brain and cervical spine showed no new lesions as compared to your last MRI. This indicates your MRI is stable. Yeah, that's good news. Very, very good news. It shows me that the things that I'm doing are working. I'm 15 plus years into this journey and I'm still doing well. Even so, it is well. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked this video, please give it a like, the thumbs up underneath the video. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Until next time, be well.